Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig, the carnivore hiker, and welcome back. So, started this video a little different today just so you can kind of see that I'm out walking this morning. And yes, we got Winnie with us. Winnie's taking me for a walk. So, just wanted to kind of, show you around where I walk. Somebody back in the woods there is building a new house and that. And just kind of a nice, cool, cloudy morning and good for a walk and that. So it's been about a week since I put out a video, so I just kind of wanted to, I'm going to put out just a short one here. Not sure if I'll get out on the hiking trails yet today, but hopefully tomorrow. And that, and then I'm just, in a minute, I'm going to spin this camera back around and kind of just talk for a minute about a couple things. I'm not going to really dive into anything carnivore today. Like I said, I'll probably get out on the trails tomorrow, so we'll talk a little hiking tomorrow and that. But I'm going to just take a few minutes and talk about kind of having a work-life balance. I'm no psychological expert or mental health expert or anything, but just kind of the effects it has, and that it's had on me, and that some of the, as you can see, we're mid-September here. You can see in the trees some of the leaves are starting to turn already. There's quite a few that have already dropped. I can see oaks over here. They're usually some of the last ones to go, but the seasons are changing, and winter will be upon us here in short order. So with that, I'm just going to flip this around and just talk for a few minutes, and then hopefully post this one here in a little while. So here we go. Hey, it's me. So just kind of going along today, and just kind of wanting to talk about a little bit of what work-life balance has kind of meant to me here in the last couple of years, in the last 3-4 years maybe. So before I went back into the manufacturing field, I was an area manager for a security company, and I did that. I was with that company for about 5 years, and just after a certain amount of time, I just wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled, and it was taking up more of my time than what I had wanted. My phone was ringing all the time. I just wasn't happy. Wasn't becoming a nice person. Things like that, and my phone was ringing at all hours, and many times I had to cancel or not attend family type events or functions or anything, and it was wearing on me. So that's when I decided I needed to change, and went into a manufacturing field that I hadn't been in for about 20-25 years. And it's nice because most weeks we work 4 days, have a 3-day weekend, although lately business has really picked up, and we've been doing overtime on Fridays, and that. So I'm going to extend that out a little bit so you can see me a little better. So, which made for a better kind of work-life balance situation. And I don't work weekends. I just work during the week. Even if I work on a Friday, I work Monday through Friday. And, get to attend family stuff on weekends. And the place I work, they're very open about, people taking their time off and using their vacation time and things like that. So, and attending to family members for various reasons, if they're ill or need surgeries or things like that. So Just physically and mentally for me, it was a good change. Obviously physically, because I told you, we started the carnivore diet not long after I took that job, and at one point lost up to a little over 50 pounds. So that was a good thing. And then just mentally too, I've been, not that I was before, but it's just, being able to, I don't know, I feel like I can think clearer, just have a better outlook on things. So, and then two, with having a work-life balance, able to get out and do things. Obviously, I walk Winnie, I hike. My wife and I went out for lunch yesterday. It was Friday. I had yesterday off. I didn't have to. I was one of the few at work that didn't have to work overtime. But we went and did a couple things and that. And then, so last night, something about me is over the last, 12, 13 years or so, I've been involved with community theater in our area. And we have 3 very wonderful community theaters in our area. And I went and auditioned for a show last night, which I've done this show before. Did it about 10 years ago, and I'll get more into that here in a little bit. And it's with the same theater company I did it before, same director, and he was actually wanting to get as many of the original cast back as possible for this. So the show itself is called 10 November. And what it does is it's a docudrama about the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And there's some other stories mixed in about some other ships that met similar fates and that. But like I said, about 10 years ago I did this show and knew that this director was going to do it again. And this year will be the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Fitzgerald. And in fact, one of the performance dates is actually November 10th, the actual night of the sinking. And we did that last time too. One of the show dates was November 10th. So last night was kind of more of just a formality, because we will have a few new faces in this particular production and that. And Winnie's seeing another dog here. Hold on. Yep. No, Winnie, come on. We're gonna just turn around because I'm not sure how she's gonna react here. Some dogs she's fine, some others not so much. So we'll take another route. It's okay. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So it was good to see a lot of the, a few of the original cast last night, and that we start rehearsals next Tuesday. And I'll say the theater company's name. It's Stage North Theater Company in Brainerd. They're based out of the Franklin Art Center, and that. So show dates are November 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. The 7th and 10th are going to be, I believe, 7 p.m. performances. The 8th and 9th will be 2 p.m. matinees. So looking forward to doing that again. And it's the first time in about 3 years that I'll be on stage. Last time was about 3 years ago when I was part of the Crucible with this same theater company, same director too. I've worked with him a number of times over the years, and he's good to work with. I've had fun doing his shows and that. So I'm going to try and switch hands here without being too jerky with the camera. There we go. So yeah, and kind of having this kind of schedule that I have kind of gives me the freedom and opportunity to do things like this and have this kind of balance where I can go to work and then go do something like this a few nights a week, and that. So I know, like I said, it's been about 3 years, so it's about time. I've done shows in the past like Arsenic and Old Lace and A Christmas Carol and It's a Wonderful Life, a few musicals, Oliver, My Fair Lady, things like that. So but just, you know, whatever kind of interest you have. Now, theater was something I thought I would never do. I was never involved with it, you know, in high school or anything like that. And I was in band and things like that. But theater was something I thought I'd never do, and got involved, and have been a part of, I don't know, several dozen theater productions in one way or another, whether it's been on stage or behind the scenes. I've even directed a show, and that. So, but whatever kind of thing interests you, you know, have a little balance in your life and get out and do it. Whether it is theater or, you know, get out and play golf, get out and hike, you know, things like that. Just, you got to take care of yourself once in a while and do something that's, you know, going to keep you sane and something you enjoy. You know, again, I enjoy walking Winnie here in the mornings on my days off, and that, and, you know, just kind of go out, be yourself, you know, family's first, and that, and I know, you know, several of our family will come up and see this production. They always like seeing me, or I got a couple other family members that have done theater as well, and they always like seeing us on stage. So, and you know, get out and enjoy life. Life is too short. Just you know, do something fun, do something new. You know, if you've never tried acting, if you've never tried, you know, hiking or golf, or you know, join a club. There's plenty of clubs out there. My dad is part of a wood carving club, you know, and that he takes old golf club driver heads and works them over and carves duck heads and mounts them to them. They're really kind of cool. Anyway, but you know, just get out, have fun, be yourself, have some kind of balance, take care of your family, take care of yourself, because that's first and foremost, and that we're only here for a short time. So another dog sees us walking by here. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this one off here, and we'll get out on the trails hopefully tomorrow, maybe yet today, we'll see. I got some things to do at home, but in the meantime, you know, get out, do something fun, be active, and get out and enjoy life. Quit being a couch potato. So, but until next time, lace up your boots and hike on.